It's me, Mario.
Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is Pun Food, or just Pun if you prefer. And this is Super Mario 64. Game that came out how many years ago now? Let's see. It said 1996, 2023, about to be 2024. Hold on, I can do the math at some other point. Anyway, I chose to, play this game simply because, I don't know, I figured I'd just play every Mario game available on Switch at some point, and Super Mario 64 seemed like a good option, considering it's, I don't know, it's 3D Mario, classic fun.
Okie dokie.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Now, my opinions on Super Mario 64 are that the DS version is better. But I, of course, can't play the DS version on the Switch, and I don't have a DS capture card. So, we're playing N64 version through Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Which is fine. Chow, you've reached Princess Toadstool Castle by a warp pipe. Using the controller's piece of cake. Attack A to read signs, L stick to move Mario around, head for the castle. So, as it said, press to jump, to crouch, read a sign. Cool. Basically, the reason I like the DS version are, of course, because the controls are more what I'm used to. This game came out in 1996. Not really used to, not really used to the, what do you want to call it? Old control scheme. I very much, did not ever play this N64 version of this game before they released it on Switch. Can I talk to you? Oh my god. Anyway. Glad to see you. The princess and I and, well, everybody, we're all trapped inside the castle walls. Bowser has stolen the castle stars and he's using their power to create his own world in the paintings and walls. Please recover the power stars. As you find them, you can use the power to open the door, blah, blah, blah. Painting of the Bob-omb inside, go inside. So, another thing I'm not a big fan of is I like having a dash button in Mario games. It feels so wrong to not have a dash button in Mario games. Is that because 3D World is my favorite, and aside from that, I mostly like 2D Mario over 3D Mario? Oh, most definitely. But I really like having a dash button. Anyway, made it to Bob-omb Battlefield. This is the first level of the game. So, let's just play the game like normal, I guess. Another thing I don't like is I think the depth perception is really hard for me. I struggle with, noticed lately that I seem to be struggling with a lot of depth perception. Like, not just in video games, but also just, somewhat in my own life. Why? I don't like that. I don't like that the camera is always moving to be behind Mario. Can I... Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. Can I... Okay, whatever. Oh, God. I don't know. It's like, I'm not really complaining about, you know, oh, controls so much difficult, games so much harder. I'm more so complaining that, like, it just feels so unnatural and so unintuitive, considering I, you know, basically... The camera in this game is mostly a lot of my complaints. I can't really see what I'm doing or position the camera how I want it, like in other, you know, more modern games. So there's that, I guess. Like this section, I guess like the camera's always trying to be behind Mario's back, but like still. Is that not straight enough wall, or am I just bad at wall jumping? Oh, right. It's stupid old school wall jumping, where you have to, for some reason, jump off the wall as opposed to... God. Like, it feels so unintuitive to go back to this control scheme when, what do you want to call it? When, like, we've already... I don't know if I'm going to be able to beat this game, honestly. Like, this control scheme feels so unintuitive. Like, holding away from the wall to wall jump, that it just feels so wrong. Okay. Can I please not fall or slide or whatever down? Oh my god. I might need to already restart this recording. I wouldn't say I'm like embarrassing myself so much as just... what do you want to call it? I'm not exactly... it also feels weird because, like, I feel like Odyssey does this sort of movement style much better in, like, the fluid, you know, constant jumping movement style. Okay. Stupid depth perception sucks. I also don't like how being near the mountain makes the camera... Okay, this isn't bad. Oh, nope, it's still shaking and rumbling. Okay. Alright. Heart thing. There's King Babam. Big Babam, Lord of all blasting matter. Right to you said. We all know the stuff. Okay. I'm gonna start by just baiting him sort of into the middle. Okay, never mind. How do you grab him? I remember having trouble with this, like, all the time. He would always, like, I could never figure out what I needed to do to actually grab him. What? They made its hitbox way too small. Okay. 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 Like, how? Stupid depth perception. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Like, that's stupid. Like, how was I supposed to do that? Oh my god. Playing this game might have been a mistake. It reveals how young I truly am. You know? Can't... To be fair, I don't really like to play many difficult games. Oh my god, I didn't... Why can't the camera just control like a normal camera? Like, and not be all jittery. And not, you know... be mean to me. Okay. Gonna long jump it. Okay. Man, I miss Odyssey's movement system. Yeah, I get it. It's taking me 10 minutes to get the first star. Because I can't grab the stupid guy. Okay. This is a stupid fight. They could have at least made him not spherical so that his hitbox wasn't stupidly small. Like, what was that? And why did I dive? It's because I had running momentum? Maybe, but like, I don't think that's a very good reason. Like, how am I supposed to grab... Okay. If I just... Nope. That doesn't work. It's so weird how, like, they decide sometimes that, like, he grabs you or you grab him. It's like I have to be so close to him. Whatever. We did it. I don't really care. I'm just gonna take the star and get out of here. Alright. Here we go. We did it. Big Bob-omb on the summit. Anyway. I've restored some stuff. We're going back in. Now that we've dealt with King Bob-omb, these ones should be a bit easier. We now have access to the cannons, though I think if you use the cannons, Koopa the Quick calls you out for cheating. But that could just be a me misremembering things, you know, type deal. So, before we start the race, I'm gonna obviously cheat. And I'm gonna come over here to successfully press the cheat switch. It's like I can grab these guys out of a dive roll, or dive, or whatever. Ow. So, like, I don't know why I couldn't grab the big Bob-omb. Anyway. Alright. Go! Okay. Let's just go. Oh my god, I hate how, like, sometimes it ground pounds me instead of, like... I think it's because, like, in Odyssey... I was about to say it doesn't do that in Odyssey, but maybe it does. It's just long jumping isn't my preferred mode of movement in Odyssey. So... Ow. Ow. Why are these things so big? I think Koopa also calls you out if you try to use the shortcut, but I could be wrong. It could have been stuff that they forgot to implement in this version and they implemented in the DS remake. I don't know. Anyway, we're just gonna still beat him relatively fair and relatively square. Alright. It only took us 1 minute to get here. But now we have to wait for Koopa. He's actually coming fairly, I didn't want to... I can't see like anything from on top of this mountain. It sucks. Anyway, we beat him. Give me my star. I'm now just upset with this game. Just because the controls are like so rough. I don't know. Like, you can probably tell just by my voice, but I'm not exactly, you know, I didn't exactly grow up with Super Mario 64. I grew up with a Wii and a DS, you know. Which, shoot to the island in the sky, that's this one. There we go. But, wow, the angle on this is a bit different. There we go. And this should be it, right? I do think if I want to do the red coins, I believe I need to go... I think that's enough Bob on Battlefield. We got like half the stars, right? So... you now can open 3 star doors. Okay, cool. Alright, so... we could go in there, we could go in there. This is 3 or this is 1. So let's do this. Directing to the star, the door opens. It feels weird to have like just this and not the whole, you know, all the and not have all the various character doors. Okay. So, for the slide, we gotta beat it super fast, I believe, if we want to actually get the second star too. I don't know if I did it. Unless that was something only implemented in the DS version. Honestly, I don't know what's different about this version compared to the DS version, like in terms of what stars exist and what ones are exclusive to the DS. I just know in the DS that they have 150, and this one they have 120. Alright, so then I'm gonna just try to maybe speedrun. Oh my god. Can I just go in? Thank you. I'm gonna maybe okay. I'm gonna... once you turn one way, you can never go back, I guess. Okay. Come on. Come on. Alright. I doubt we're gonna make it under 20, considering... you know, if I didn't mess up that first one, I could have made it under 20, probably. I'm just gonna take one more dive through the check. I'll, of course, cut... I'll cut it if it doesn't actually end up, like... actually having a star. Anyway... alright, here we go. That was bad. Why did I do the same thing? Why did they make it too low to the long jump? Okay. It's fine. I'm not gonna go for any jumping strats this time. Okay. So, there we go. I don't think there's one for getting a fast time, but that could just... I gotta try it one more time because I need to just learn not to bonk my head. Alright. don't know, Super Mario 64 is an okay game, but I think personally, like, I know a lot of people say that it's aged very well. Like, maybe compared to other games of its time, but personally, I just think that the controls are too unstandard, I guess is what I'll leave it at. Okay. If I want to get down here in under... Oh, wait. I think, I'm gonna keep trying. I get it, okay? I'm gonna try one more... Maybe two more times. I'm just gonna keep trying until, I get another star. And if there isn't another star, well... Okay. That probably is how I want to do it. Okay. Tight corners. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I knew there was actually another star for beating it under 21 seconds. There we go. Anyway. So we did it. And now we have 5 stars out of 120. I'd like to try and get one more. Let's head to the actual next level that they want us to do in order. Super Mario 64, I personally don't think has aged well. Like, I just think Mario isn't really Super Mario 64 anymore. I think a lot of their design philosophies have remained relatively the same, but I think they've also changed quite a lot. I think the thing is, Super Mario 64's, enemy designs, I guess, as I'll call them, are vastly different to the enemy designs that they use in the, modern day. Like, some of the styles can change based on what game it is, but, like, yeah, that was bad. Like, some of the designs change from game to game, but Super Mario 64 has the most, like, unstandard Mario designs compared to the modern Mario, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Oops. There we go. Here we are. Hello. Makes me so mad. Blah, blah, blah. Ow. There we go. Hello. There we go. And there we go. Anyway. I think, like, a lot of the gameplay-wise and controls-wise, Super Mario 64 hasn't aged poorly. It's just really hard for a modern audience to pick up with this control scheme and this cameras. You know, I think the camera has a lot to do with it, but also the controls are just, like, too... Like, I don't know how to describe it. I don't like that the camera's always trying to get behind Mario, because I would prefer to see him, like, from the side, potentially, you know, or have a better aerial view as opposed to just being zoomed out, you know? I'm sure people who grew up with this game are still used to it and still think it's amazing, but I think just from someone who never grew... What star are we attempting? To the top of the fortress, okay. As someone who did not grow up with older games, who grew up in the modern era of video games, like, I'd say anything from DS onward is currently modern. Nothing has really changed too much in the video game industry since DS. The DS, era, really. Aside from, like, graphically. I always hated the piranha plants in this game. It felt like I could never actually And like in this game, when you get super close to the ledges, it feels very, like getting close to the ledges just feels very, like the game doesn't like it. I think for me, it's more so about just the, fluidity, I guess, maybe. Like that. It felt like I should have been able to land there and make another jump, but the game just didn't let me do it. Is it because I'm bad at the game and don't know the timings? Maybe. But I do think that the timings are unintuitive. I think if they actually remade Super Mario 64, like they did on the DS, I think the DS had its own issues with only having a D-pad, and like on the 3DS you could use the circle pad, but like still, you know... Oh my god. On the 3DS you could use the circle pad, but like it didn't really help too much, you know. But if they made a Super Mario 64 like full-on remake for the Switch that wasn't this, you know, like if they actually treated Mario 3D All-Stars like they did Super Mario All-Stars for the SNES, then I'd say, you know, Super Mario 64 might hold up. The problem is the DS one has its own issues of being on the DS, and like no controller options that are officially available are actually very good for it. Granted, there's probably some emulator you can use that allows you to play with, you know, a better controller and probably control it better, but still, basically, I always find that in this, in the 64 version of the game, Mario slides too far whenever I try to jump onto something. It's like, and I always feel like he can't just turn around on, you know, a dime. I get it's like kind of realistic that he can't do that, but I don't really care about the realism. I care about how it plays and controls. To me, Super Mario 64 also just... collecting all the stars in this game has never been the most fun. Like, I don't know. Galaxy 2, pretty fun games. We have time for one more. Galaxy and Galaxy 2 are pretty fun games. Shoot into the Wild Blue. I need to find the Bob-omb. Shoot into the Wild Blue. There isn't any extra stuff off of this ledge over here in this version. I know that much. Here's our first warp point. So, shoot into the Wild Blue, I believe, is referring to going down there. Okay. So, that sucked. Here's the Bob-omb that unlocks the cannon. Oh, is it right here? Okay, cool. Can I also don't like that, like, I can't just be near something and press A to talk. I don't know. A lot of it is being more used to modern controls. And I think that's where a lot of divide. When people say a game still holds up to this day, I think they're thinking more of, you know, I can still go back and play it, and I'm not disappointed just because it doesn't have all the things that, like, a modern game has, you know. But when I think of what it should mean is it should be a game that modern players can still pick up and feel, you know, relatively at home at. You know, it's like, I think the thing is Sunshine has some similar issues with what I would consider, like, I think Sunshine's always had issues, but I think the thing is I see a lot of the same issues of, like, Mario being too slidey and just generally not being the biggest fan of the control scheme that they chose, as I do in Mario 64. Okay. Like, and controlling these cannons is an absolute nightmare. Okay. How am I supposed to... This is stupid. I'm thinking 64 DS. I think I used Yoshi's Flutter Jump to try and... How? So now I'm overshooting if I wanted to get... This is so stupid. Okay. Okay. What? How did that happen?
Mamma mia!
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just so conflicted on, is it a me problem with me not getting used to the controls? Or is it actually that, you know, for a modern audience... You can't ground pound jump in this game. Is it just me who, you know, feels like it's a Mario game? I should be able to just pick it up and it's the same controls as every other Mario game? Or is it more of a... Now, if I were to do that, I'd get onto the pole. Okay. Finally. Yeah, using the cannon's stupid. Like, that's stupid too. Alright, I did it though.
Here we go!
I'm just so I don't know. Is it me who's not used to the controls and has an issue, or is it just that the game actually still, in my opinion, like Sunshine, doesn't hold up too well just due to control schemes and stuff for a modern audience? I'm not really sure because I know so many people love this game. I personally don't really care for Super Mario 64. I'm willing to acknowledge all the progress it made in the gaming, you know, landscape, you know, for 3D games and all that, but I definitely think that it's not aged well. The DS version is definitely better, but even then, like, I would say that that version still has some of the flaws that I see. I don't know. I think it doesn't help that I'm not really a big fan of the, some of the style, of 3D Mario games before Odyssey and, 3D Land and 3D World. I'm not a big fan of the jump into a level to just, you know, go after a star mission style. I prefer 3D Land and 3D Worlds get to the end, or Super Mario Odyssey is go and collect any moon you want. Could just be a me thing. I guess I'll expand on the thoughts and all that stuff because later episodes, because this game is gonna be a few parts long at least. We still haven't even been in there. We have stars to finish up elsewhere. Yeah, we'll do all that next time. But for now, my name has been and will be tomorrow, the day after that, and 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 it always will be Pun Food.
I'm tired.
I can tell you all that this playthrough is going to be filled with a good chunk of frustration on my end, usually getting upset at like Mario diving when I just wanted him to punch or something, or doing something that I didn't like, you know, and the camera getting all wonky and stuff. So if you want to watch, you know, someone, you know, complain about something that you just got used to, you want to watch the modern generation, you know, not understand how hard it was back in the day and how insane the games were, stick around, because I guarantee that that is going to happen. Although I don't think it's a case of the modern generation being like, oh, games are, you know, need to be so easy now. I think it's more so this game just has annoying controls. But yeah. Stick around, I guess, for more frustration.